Yo, 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 what's up, gamers? Welcome back. It's only been like, what, a week? Feels like forever though, so it's definitely time to scale up some things again. Let's go. Today we are going to play Hardened scales. Big surprise, but I'm actually gonna make a few smaller changes again to the list. First of all, they've done it. The Scales Discord has finally convinced me to play another land. 22 is like on the lower end of the spectrum where you want to be still okay, but I do agree. Some people said, like, if you have to find a land with your stirrings, that's actually already kind of bad. It can salvage a bad hand, but usually you want to find a good card. My 23rd land of choice is going to be an Inkmoth, not an Inkmoth, a Blinkmoth Nexus. Wait, do I have the card? Or do we have to buy it? Okay. It makes mana, it's untapped, and it's a creature. You can use it as a win condition when the opponent's already on low on life or such. So we'll try it that way, drop one of the drums. So basically kind of same amount of mana sources, but we don't have to spend our mana casting a drum or have a creature around. Makes us maybe slightly worse against Blood Moon since we don't have colored mana then, but Soul Cauldron kinda gives you colored mana for the Sabas activation anyway too, so we actually have more red sources, kind of. I think that's the change I want to make for the main deck for now. Keep the 9 engine cards, 21 creatures. Obviously, as always, there's a lot of things you can do. We're actually a meta deck now. We've been in the same slot as Hammer Time for the past weeks, which is kind of cool, but also I hope it doesn't mean many mirror matches and bad hate cards. But like, people try out Steel Overseer. I've also seen Animation Module, which is awesome. I love that card. But I honestly think it's probably not that great in the meta. People play 3 Cauldrons. I still own only 2, so we're on 2 for now. People play 1 Ozilith, which I don't agree with. Actually, this one, yeah, one of these, but I do want to have 2 of these. The card is so good against the exile effects and stuff. People play 20 creatures, or they play Overseer. What else can you see? Whoa, a Grist list. I've been thinking about that too. Grist is insane. It can do some stuff with the Soul Cauldron. Wow, the 4 Cauldron for Grist list. That's actually awesome. I'm not gonna play that, but that's really funny. So yeah, I wanna have 1 worker. You could drop it for like something else if you'd like. What do people play? Shadow Spear. Power Conduit. That's crazy. The card combos sort of with Urza Saga. You can keep your Saga around and make a construct and tutor something every turn. But probably a little bit too fancy. 24 lands, even some like Bois. But yeah, I think the main deck is fine. For sideboard, I want to play some Nature's Claims today. Because we do have a very low green card count now with only 1 Shattered Spire. So we can take out some Forces of Vigor. And that's good because Nature's Claim is good at killing Beanstalk. So I freaking hate this card. And we can side that in to have a 1 mana answer to it. You're already like down in card advantage, but it's still pretty important to kill that thing. Might keep 1 Force of Vigor. It's better against the combo decks, of course, because for 0 mana you can kill their stuff against Hammer Time and Amulet mostly. But our green count is so low that maybe we don't want to play too many of it. You could play some Search Ninjas in the sideboard. That card is awesome against the 4 color decks and against Karns. You could play Stone of Erech, which people are doing, because it doesn't exile your own graveyard, but I kinda still like Relic. The ability to nibble away the graveyard against Murktide can be kinda neat. I haven't tried Stone though, maybe it's good. It's also good in the mirror match because it's very good against Scales, all the death triggers. So yeah, let's just play it like this. Lots of 1-offs in the sideboard and see what is good and what's not good. with that being said, let's enter the league, and I'll see you round 1. Okay, looks like we have our first match on the play versus Cliff Boyardi with the old 0 lander, 1 Springleaf drum draw. Okay, this is not exciting, but I think better than going to 5. So we go Springleaf drum into Hangerback Walker Ancient Stirrings, I guess. Put back the Forest maybe, or the Stomping Ground. Yeah, put the Stomping Ground in. It's in the deck so we can tutor it out for opponent's Bois. Opponent has Karn, Living Legacy Prestige. What is that? Is that a card? Karn Living Legacy? It is a card. Dominaria United. Opponent Misty Rainforest Gaming. Oh no. I freaking hate Misty Rainforest these days. But it could be Rhinos, which I like more than Omnath Beanstalk decks. Those are so hard to fight. Opponent's stuck in our upkeep for some reason. Are we getting multi-queued on? Please say no. Welding Char, but no. Alright, we're gonna go play the Bosejo as a land and then go Hangerback Walker Stirrings. Welding Char, but no Automaton, sadly. So I'm not gonna play it out yet. If it's a white deck, they're gonna have exile removal anyway and not kill removal. If it's Rhinos, they could have like fire. What do I want here? I guess it's the Patchwork. Man, I want this card, the one I can't stick. Yeah. Really not an exciting draw we've got going on here. Okay, watch a fetch in. No white land, please. No, Rockland Triumph. Concede match, restart league. We have been bound. Ballistera. And we kinda want Cauldron now, but they're probably gonna play land and kill our Patchwork anyway. And the Welding Char isn't gonna help us there. Because white cards are insane these days in Magic the MTG. First match and I'm already miserable. I mean, at least they don't have the card draw card out, but they're gonna find it at some point. Solitude Evoked. Exiling Teferi. No card draw on your free removal spell. They also don't have a land drop, or they are doing the slow roll land drop. I don't know why you would do that right now. Afraid of what? To do it on my turn. Main deck protection spell. But yeah, we're threatless and opponents landless. Ravager. Guess we play out a Ballista. But without any engine cards, it's seeming pretty meh what we've got going on here. Finds the land, so they're probably gonna play Teferi, I would assume. If they do, and bounce Ballista, we probably ping the Teferi to deny the card draw and kill it. Now Shardless Agent, so they get a Beanstalk out. This deck is actually really annoying to fight against, but at least we have the Nature's Claims now. But this game 1 is pretty much not looking good. This is actually hilarious, though, that this uncommon from Wilds is just the best card to Cascade into now. Okay. With the Scales and 2 Ballistas, there's a chance we can get this game, and the Ravager in hand. But they just need some of their removal cards, and now they draw cards too, so seems unlikely to get anywhere. But it's always possible they don't have what they need. Okay. I so dumb that this draws on entering. Or like, I will keep complaining about this forever, but why not just print if you paid 5 or more mana for the spell you can draw a card? Like, obviously it's gonna be busted with all the cards where you don't actually pay the mana. Look at this shit. But my complaining isn't gonna change anything. Unfortunately. It's actually possible it's better to do it the other way around. Nah, I think it's fine. Like, you could keep the Ballista with 1 counter, but kill the Shardless Agent with the other one that dies. Actually attacking me. No, sure. Like, this is so dumb. Of course, you're gonna lose when every free card draws 2 cards. I'm just gonna not play this out. It doesn't make any more sense now. So we play these, and that, and that's probably it. Maybe in a metagame like this, you could consider playing cards like Void Mirror, where when they cast something for 0, it gets countered, but it does just get Leyline bound anyway. Guess we don't need Force. The Chars are kinda meh. To get the Worker. Worker for my Java claim. We actually want the safekeepings too now. For 2 Stirrings, I guess. Yeah. I mean, this hand needs help, but mulling to 6 is also like... and really doesn't do much though. Like, what, we go Ozolith into Ballista with safekeeping up? Alright, I've talked myself into it. You can definitely say mulligan this. But going 6 for card quality is like on the mulls to 6. Like, I don't know. We have the play the tap land value. Alright, that's kind of what we needed to happen. But opponent's deck probably messes with our shit. They just have to fetch a Triome, then play a land, and Leyline binding our thing. But let's say maybe that doesn't happen. Yep, that comes no. Yeah, just E up the beanstalk. Alrighty then. I could kill it, but I could also... Well, we got nothing going on. Drawing. We have all 3 forests. So yeah, I'm gonna kill this and play my ballista, because then they can solitude draw a card. But of course they can remove the ballista from the battlefield, but let's say maybe it doesn't happen and good things will happen to us. What I haven't mentioned yet is, obviously claim gives your opponent life, and there's other cards you could play, like Natural State, which is 1 mana sorcery, destroy an artifact or enchantment with mana value 3 or less, I think. And most things we destroy have mana value 3 or less. But... oh, it's an instant actually? Yeah, you could consider playing that. Opponent in response to their own Shardless Agent evokes the Solitude, that's funny. So, of course, we could have prevented that by keeping up safekeeping, but then they draw 2 cards with their Solitude. Matchup seems so miserable though, just in general. Anyway, you could play that too, but there are some cards that cost more than 3. For example, a Leyline Binding. What else can we think of where Nature's Claim is better? So, what do we need to happen? Does a thing, we save keep, we play Ravager plus activate Ozolith. That's still not enough to kill them though. But my point was, the 4 life is probably a less bad downside than the mana value restriction. Most of the times when you can assemble a kill, 4 life won't matter, but sometimes they will. Like in this game, if they were at 17, it might be easier, or now at 16, to kill them. But I think in general the claim's better than the state. But like they would be at 14 now. Fire. Guess we protect. But not really the card I was trying to protect from, because I was in another fire. Okay. Yeah. In that case, even doing deactivation wouldn't have saved it. But we're still out of win cons again, and the opponent has the beanstalk down, so... At least Fire Ice doesn't have mana value for Evergrader. Doesn't even have mana value for a grader on the stack, it's just the one side that you do actually cast. Alright, we get a 4/4. And since this is a tap land, I'm not gonna do any bluff value with it. At this point of the game, it's either they have basically stone nothing or we concede again. Like they're in 5 mana, actually pay 5 mana for the elemental territory now. Bloodbraid Elf, nice. What did they find? Shardless Agent, that's sick. Bloodbraid Elf, Shardless Agent into... Is this actually built in the way that there's no other 3 mana card too? Or is Teferi in the deck? This is why I hate Patchwork Automaton. Obviously it's a really good card, but I just hate it because it's such a bad top deck. But we can attack, and if they block with everything, we still can sack this and have an 8/8, so... I think it's pretty safe attack here. Of course, that opens us up to getting solituded, but we lose to that anyway. I don't even care. Wow, everything dies. Did you think this through, opponent? Trade 3, I mean, all of these drew your cards, so it doesn't really, it's not really a 3-for-1, but still. Probably not the best block ever. If they only have Furies, we have a chance, but Solitude means we're basically done. Prismatic Ending or Leyline Binding. Lorien Reveal, draw 5. That's insane. I mean, you gotta love this deck. Bloodbraid Elf always cascades into Shardless Agent into up the Beanstalk. Okay, what if they don't have Solitude and we find a way to deal 15? How likely is that to happen? Probably 0%, but probably not, probably like 0.1 or something. Yeah, we go for the kill. Do we even have it? Or are we one shot? 10, 14 or 13 actually? So we can't kill them. Maybe the 4-life actually matters this game. Like we could deal 13 if they have nothing. But we've also not drawn any creature lands. Wow, they don't have a Solitude. Look how Nature's Claim made it so we can't kill them if we had Natural State instead. Something to consider already. But, I mean, what's the 8 cards in hand? Okay. Yep. Now we need to find Ballista. Or lose. But there's 2 Ballistas in the graveyard already. Man. I guess we rather sacrifice. Because if we get to kill an enchantment... Actually think about this. Nah, it's better to have it under the Leyline Binding. Because then, like, say, Soul Cauldron plus Nature's Claim might be win us the game. Okay. Like Soul Cauldron, exiling Ballista, then getting Ravager back. Killing that is better than having it in the graveyard, I guess. Fury time. Fury draw 2. Alright, we need to draw one of our 2 Ballistas that are left in the deck. Painful that the 4 lives that I mentioned barely did matter. But we just needed to find basically any of the creature lands or a saga to have more fuel or any other artifacts. One more artifact would have done it because we sacrificed that. And then the Shattered Spire to deal exactly 15. Well, that's painful, but at least we don't have to play game 3 against this miserable matchup, I guess. God damn it. And with 7 cards through half the deck already. Modern in 2023 really is one of the places that exist in the internet. Are you with us, opponent? Nothing much more to say about this game. Either we draw the Ballista or we're done. There's no way they have no removal cards though. But technically, I mean, this doesn't even save us because we have to block a Fury, but Dose of Vigor. Alright, now we're actually dead. Okay. Please, different matchup for the second round. Alright, gamers, we're on the draw against M_Stazione with the 0 creature draw. Am I crazy enough to keep this? Yes. Yes, I am. And it might be the worst decision I've made all day, but who can say no to twice the card that the deck's named after? Right, Tron. Yo. Why does almost no one play this cool original Chromatic Sphere? Or do they actually do that and I'm just insane? Tron on mulligans to 6. So they probably do have the turn 3 setup and we're on the draw, which is not great. It would actually be acceptable to play turn 1 with the Saga, but then I'm not casting my green card, so I didn't do that. Alright, so they're gonna have the 7 mana next turn. Only question is, what are they gonna do with it? Great Creator is the most annoying thing that can happen. What do we do? I guess we play a Patchwork. If they play a Karen, we can play like Scales Ballista, but they can do Karen Bridge, I guess. Well, they're not gonna have no cards in hand though. So we're kinda safe against that. Let's see what happens. 1 creature and boom, yup. We drew 2 even. What's up, Jolly? Here is Karen the Great Pain in my ass. But for now, he probably dies. They could uptick. Not sure if that's worth. Liquid metal coating. Okay. Does that mess with Utsa Saga somehow? Just makes it so we can't activate it, right? Oh, they have Warping Whale. You can't pay the ward though. It's funny. This is the first time I think an opponent made a ward oopsie. Amazing. Opponent says oops. Yup. That was like they have a removal for my thing, but no, they had only 1 mana floating. Yo, screenshot for the channel. I think that's the first time in I don't know how many leagues I already played that someone actually ran into that. Right, now we have a real chance. Depends what else is in the hand. If they have another card and then do the Ian Snaring Bridge Lock or something annoying like that, we're in trouble again. Opponent says they're in amateur mode today. Yeah, the game's hard, yo. It's funny, we have Phyrexia's core that can help us do some stuff through a Karn if they have another. I hope they don't. I'm gonna cast a Ballista, I think. Cause then we have a chance to just kill them next turn. Of course they have the second tower. Ulamog time? No, another Karn. Not really any point to responding to that, but another Karn probably means we get like bridge locked. Why do they have to have 2 of them? We already killed 1. But for now 4 cards in hand. technically can still attack, but they have the liquid metal coating too, and now we can't. I hate this card so much. Like, main deck, we can't really beat this. If we had a creature land out, we could, but I can't draw any today. Like, we could, well, we could attack for 1, I guess, and then pump with Pendelhaven. Upkeep. Any point to making a construct? Any point to anything anymore in this game? Like, they're not gonna get stuck with cards in hand. Yeah, I think we can basically concede this game, because we're never gonna attack or deal damage in any capacity. Alright, I'm out of here. That is kinda sad. Against Tron, we just need to be fast, basically. Needle for the ring, maybe. Might too. You could play the claims to like kill an expedition map turn 1 or something. It's the Charizard. Not too exciting. You could play 1 to save something through a what's its name? Oblivion Stone. Pitchforks are also not very exciting, but they're okay with Cauldron for the kill. Maybe 1 of each or something, I don't know. Two Cauldrons. Ugh. That hand once. Wow, what are my hands today? No creatures once again. Can't keep this turn. We need something fast against Tron. 1 lander. What is happening today? I could just. Stream is cancelled, guys. We can't do it today. It's actually insane. Alright, fine. We'll draw more lands, right? Right. There are so many ways where you can just kill someone on turn 3, which against Tron almost always works. Probably not with a hand like this. What would we need to find? Turn 3, 2 Dinosolith of what's the Stargirl cast Arcbound Ravager. We can't really. That doesn't work out in any way. Maybe a turn 4, but turn 4 means they get a Tron turn. Alright, settle for the possible turn 4 kill. Chromatic is da. Wow, basic forest. Sometimes you just gotta be happy to see basic forest. Opponent has style. with the original art stirrings, with the brown border sphere. And Masters Edition with this lens. Okay, we did find the land. So we have a possible kill next turn. That's good. Usually you wanna like do the attack first and then cast your spells, but it really doesn't matter. This is a goldfish matchup, at least in the first few turns. And it's best if it doesn't get to any later turns. Question is now, do we wanna like try to play around at Dismember? Probably not. Like what we can do is 2 to 4 seconds a burst, then kill the existing one and have enough ballista damage to kill the opponent. They don't have mana up. And I don't think Tron plays any Forces of Vigor. I don't think they see this, but we pretty much have a kill now. Another Ozolith too. Because we have a Scales effect and an Ozolith, that kind of stuff goes really hard. We have pretty much more than we need. Yo, 2 replacement effects. And we can do the Phyrexia's core thing. Yeah, that's like a 15 ballista or something like that. Or maybe 12, something between 12 and 15. I didn't do the full math yet. Actually, 17, 18. Wow. This goes crazy. Let's watch them have Force of Vigor. Okay. 18? Yeah, there's a bars moved 5. Oh yeah, that actually makes it so the 5 from the bars becomes 7 on the Ozolith. Because this one makes it on any artifact and creature. That was good. Good old reliable. Alright, I want to take out not the Phyrexia's core. That card can save your day if you... Sometimes you can clutch it out through a Karn. I guess we can take out Forest. Could also take out the Blinky boy. What's more likely to matter? Do it like this. Yeah, opponent kept an on turn 3 Tron hand and got punished on our turn 4. Now we gotta do the same thing again, but on turn 3, I guess. This is kind of painful. No green mana. "13 green sources. I mean, you don't really want to do the Springleaf Drum with Urza's Saga. But you could. What would that look like? Go Worker, Ballista, turn 3 get Springleaf Drum, cast Scales. But then we're not doing anything. What are these hands today? Oh my god. I mean, we did just win with a multi 5, didn't we? We have the only one drop, 1 lander, but it's not good enough. I swear, Scales actually doesn't mulligan a lot, but today is a crazy day. I need at least 6 of these. I guess we have Yawgmoth to win the game with. But this is only like turn 4 at best, I would say. If in kill with Ozolith, Sons I just feel we should be playing 3 and 4 to get them on draw. Yeah, I played 3 for the longest time, but I had to make room for the Cauldrons. And I'm up to 4 patchworks again, which I'm not even sure I don't regret yet. Because like it's how you want to win the control matchup, but I tend to lose that anyway. And then in matchups like this, I just want to have lower curve, like Arcbound workers. Okay, hang a back Walker. Ravager plus Sabas plus Ozolith is one. Is a Ravager on 3. It's not enough. Not quite. You can sacrifice these Sabas to make Ravager 3/3. Have one countdown Ozolith and then get an 8/8 Yawgmoth going. Opponent's not yet getting Tron. They found Blast Zone. So, what do we want to play out here? Any draw that gets us the win if we play Ravager. Yeah, I guess Welding Char does it. If we just draw the one Welding Char, or the Springleaf Drum, we kill them next turn. What's up, Toaster? Probably have the coldest of fridge beers out there. Yep, I haven't yet gotten it. I usually get it like after a few matches. Make it even sweeter after a bit of a wait. Alright, let's draw Springleaf Drum or Welding Char and win the game. With another multi-5 draw. Points also not... Oh, okay. Now they're playing Sylvan Scrying, I guess. Maybe they don't. But... Going it after us. What you doing, opponent? Can't decide which Sylvan Scrying to click. If they don't find Tron, we can play the Walker and not the Ozolith, because we don't want Ozolith to die to Blast Zone. Okay, Stirrings. And if they have Karen, once again we are miserable. Even if they just have... Or if they don't have Tron and play the Karen, we kind of miserable. But they might do the map crack. Well, they can crack map and then play Karen too. Forest. So we could kill the map if we wanted to. So let's count again. If we play the Ozolith, we can sacrifice the Sabaz into the Ravager. 1 count on Ozolith, 3 on Ravager. Sacrifice the Ravager, which means 3 on Nexus and then another 4. Not quite enough. I mean, that would mean we win through just playing out Karen, since we already have an 8/8 Yawgmoth. And they're at like 18 fact. But I guess we can still... If we just go Walker, pass, and they play like crack map, tap 2 Tronlands, play Karen, we can make a Yawgmoth Nexus. But then we don't have Ozolith out, and it's still not good enough. Maybe we should go Walker, destroy the map. They obviously don't have the Tron land in hand, but they would get a basic. It's kind of a rough spot. What if we just do the Nexus thing? What does that lose to? Like make an 8/8 Nexus right away. would lose to any artifact removal, I guess. Not Oblivion Stone. Loses to Karin the Liberated. But yeah, let's do it. I think it's the best chance. Maybe I'm crazy, but if we added one more artifact, we had enough to actually kill them right here. Can you beat this? I guess it loses to Bois too. Well, not really. Well, actually, no. Pay 2, get Forest, Bois my thing. We'll see if they have an answer or not. Khan doesn't do it, I'm pretty sure. I feel like we were in a position where no matter which play we make, there's some cards they have that beat us and some don't. And this one loses to Bois and what else? How do Tron decks look like? Not Dismember, not Warping Whale. Forest, okay. Do you have Bois in hand? That would be pretty bad for us. There's one here. Ah, really? And it's not even a creature. Like, there's probably one in the deck. Probably wouldn't have beaten Bois in any other way, but that's rough. Yeah, you can't beat everything. Like, what else would it have lost to? Playing Forest and mapping out, Expedition mapping out the Bois, so we kinda lose to those 4 cards, one of them in hand. Haywire might doesn't work. I guess Ghost Quarter if they have it, but they probably don't. And can't liberate it, can exile it. So there were 6 cards in the deck. Maybe it's like a 50-50 or something. Yeah. Exactly, MTG bot. Oh, stone, well, we can kill that. At this point, it's better to uptick the walker than to attack. Still pretty sure we just lose to this game position. Blast Zone can kill both of these. And they have so much mana that all the good cards are enabled. Nice. Let's see what they do with this Ugin. It's actually not that good, which is funny. It can kill Hardened Scales and nothing else really. So, does that mean anything can win us the game? Like a Ravager maybe? Probably not really. It's funny how like the Spirit Dragon is less dangerous than friggin' the Great Creator. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Ugh. Guess we cast it. We needed like a Ravager. Because now they just Ugin our Walker and then we can concede. Or not Ugin, Ulamog, the other U card. Ugh, rough start to the stream. I'll concede to Ulamog. Okay. Which they have in hand and enough mana to cast, so why wouldn't they? Okay. I guess. Can still tutor another tower and cast it. I guess there's a chance if they don't hit Ozolith, but you can exile 2 permanents, that just exile Walker and Ozolith, then I concede. What are your thoughts on Welding Char in the current meta? I think if you decide to play 4 Patchworks, you want at least 2 Welding Char, because Patchwork into Welding Char is pretty sick, it's very good against like Scam. But Scam is already a matchup that I like to play against, and it doesn't do anything against Omnath, so I'm considering going back to a different build with fewer Patchworks and Chars. They're taking my lands? That can't be right, can it? Just take my threats. It's so sad how they had 8 in fact, but yeah, made a play and it lost. We could still, I think we can still win with the Ravager, not with the Scales though, I think. Good. When opponent can do the ultimate thing now. Man, they even had a draw without Great Creator, but we lost to Boseju. Must feel good to ultimate the Yugen. Draw 7, gain 7, and put 7 cards onto the battlefield. If there's a card beneath the cards, I'm gonna concede. If not, we might technically still... Okay, now I'm out of here. That was something. We tried. We mulliganed to 5 twice and we almost got it, so not the worst thing ever. Yeah, the luck is bad today, but better get it out of the way and then maybe play another league, right? Gamers, we are back with a cold one in the O2 bracket on the play against Downfall 89. See what we can do here. Your opponent's older than me. Can you believe it? And they're 89 years old and I'm only 90 years old. I'm gonna keep this. It's like not the most exciting hand ever, but Cauldron's been so impressive, especially with Patchwork, so we'll see. And we have the old on the play Cavans, but at least there's only one in the deck. It's so annoying if you draw your second legendary land after boarding. Ballista is the best card with Cauldron. But What's a Saga is generally one of the best cards. Really depends on the matchup. Alright, let's get the Ballista. It's hard to say no to What's a Saga. But Cauldron Patchwork Ballista is really sick. Alright. Opponent has Forest. Yawgmoth, okay. I've been known to not lose to Yawgmoth some of the times. And Cauldron is sick if you have yours. But for now, let's get a Patchwork down. Always play that as early as possible. Alright, now we get a cold one. Wieselburger Schwarzbier. Just picked it up from the store today. Well, that was kind of underwhelming. But here we go. black beer. Opponent said in the chat some whiskey and MTGO. Fellow man of culture. Any strangle roots? Ignoble? Okay. We might kill that. I think we have to kill that. And it's gonna be possible too. No, Cauldron not really the best draw ever. But I think we go Cauldron, Ballista for 0, exile it. We already have a 3-3. Can attack and gun down the mana dogs. It's weird casting the Ballista for 0 again. No, it's not a misclick. Just want it in the graveyard and get the trigger. Alright, anyway, cheers gamers. I'm glad you could all join me on this fine Thursday evening. Oh, do they have a response or is it just the old fetch tap land? Maybe a Bois. Okay. But we have what? Bois, the Cauldron, okay. That's annoying because we do get the counter, I think, but we don't get the Ballista effect. But we get a land, I guess. Do we get it untapped? Okay. So we can play a Ravager, I guess. Or another Cauldron. But the Ballista is gonna be gone, sadly. Dude, we're losing to Bois today. I mean, this game is not lost, but... we can still play out second Cauldron and have some answers to the opponent's graveyard shenanigans. That was really annoying. Bois is such a good card. It looks so... like, not too exciting, but it's just so friggin' good. An untapped land that can also destroy artifacts, enchantments, and lands. And we have our graveyard hate down though, so they can't really do much undying shenanigans. That's good stuff. Look at this. We see that we have the game in the glass. Harpatra. That's pretty good. When a creature... no, when she deals combat damage to a player. Okay, so not any creature. Alright, we have a Cauldron in the Dream, I guess. Should stop the opponent from doing some crazy stuff. Do we attack? Probably not, because you want to block this. That's kind of annoying, but we have to stay back for now. Because otherwise, if we don't block it, they can kind of kill the Ravager. Oh no. Situation where the Bowmasters actually do something against us. Yeah, I guess that happens. No creatures in the graveyard, sadly. Now I hope they don't have land into Grist to kill Patchwork too. But it's getting kind of big. Can I next league place game 5 times, please? I mean, I'm fine with Tron and Yawgmoth. Okay, so they are coding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can court for Grist and keep up 2 mana for paying for the ward. That's kinda annoying. Okay, looks like that's not happening. X equals 1. I mean, no, I have no responses to that. Haywire might, yeah. Okay, sure. So we can eat the Ravager and then with the Patchwork eat the Cauldron to at least get more counters, but the Cauldron's gone sadly. We could eat the Might, but not like anything on the opponent's board is worth exiling, and I mean the reason to eat the Might is because if they have Cauldron, they can do more Might stuff. Right, yeah, I'm eating the Might, so they can't do Cauldron and then kill more of my stuff with their, like, Origami tokens and stuff. I'm getting 1 fewer counters. Yeah. No, I think we can attack because the Apatra trigger isn't that scary. It's scary when they have Yawgmoth out, of course, but I think we lose to Yawgmoth on spot. Anyway, probably. I don't know. Yawgmoth with main deck removal cards, what is this? I don't like it. They had both Seijo, Bowmaster, and Haywire Might. What now, though? Okay, there's Yawgmoth. It's not good for us. That's basically an infinite combo, right? At least I don't have any creatures. But you can draw as many cards as you like. Because you don't need to actually... Oh, you have to target something, otherwise you don't get the trigger. Yeah, they should just attack then. Okay, like I make a thing, but they just sack the snake, kill my thing, draw cards. So, does it mean we're just dead to this setup? Because like if I make a creature that doesn't have ward, they can start doing stuff here. We can do now anyway, I think. So now we just have to hope they never find any good card and I can basically draw infinite cards now, or as much as they have life. Is actually halfling, and not just the snake token. Weird stuff. They went to the end step and now they're continuing the combo. Another passing again? That's so weird. I guess we can do this, but they can just kill it. I mean, they are 9. Pretty sure there's no way out of it, but I'm keeping it up just because. So when I animate Nexus now, they can just kill it anyway. So it doesn't really do that much. I have 8 cards in hand now. Decks these days are so good at drawing cards. Smart that they do this before my Saga trigger, because if I get Ozolith, I can actually move the -1 counters onto the Ozolith and then kill the opponent's stuff with those. But we don't really have, we can't really do anything, I think, because the Death Touch cards just kill Patchwork and anything else just dies to Yawgmoth. And they have 10 cards in hand, they just have to play Blood Artist and we are dead. Except for Scales. Well, Scales doesn't need to draw cards generally, because just accumulate so much value with combining cards. The problem is when the opponent's deck can draw cards and mess with your stuff, which actually happened here. Usually Yawgmoth shouldn't be good at killing your stuff, but they had Boseiju and Might. So they get Blood Artist and we concede because we're dead. Rough day, but we have some stuff for this matchup. Could play these two. Opponent has Cauldron. I think the Patchworks, I mean, the ward is good, but generally they're not that amazing. No evasion, and like it's stuck around this game, but it didn't do anything. It would have done something with Cauldron, of course, but do you want these two? Maybe they might just as a 2-dot target to kill a Cauldron. Could even play the Jailer or the safekeepings, but like we can't board out that many cards, just not a thing we can do really. I think like this is good. Chars are good against their removal too, they have Forces of Vigor possibly. Okay. That's pretty good. It's like a Ravager, but Yeah, the 4-color decks are the worst. Always have been, and it keeps getting worse. I've been complaining a lot about the One Ring, and I'm complaining even more about the Beanstalk card. It's so annoying. It's such a stupid card. Bois played out is good for us. Oh, give me a Ballista, please. Come on. Come on. I guess it's another enabler effect for now. Yeah. You should have. I would be fine with it if it didn't draw on entering, or if it actually said you have to pay the 5 mana. Like if you cast a spell and you paid 5 mana or more for it, then you draw a card. It would be so much more fair than just casting alternative costs and still drawing. Just the dumbest thing ever. Hunger Tide. Okay, sure. Dude, if we get this in the graveyard somehow and Cauldron it, that would be sick. Because then all your creatures have all the loyalty abilities, even though they're not planeswalkers. Opponent says, crossing my fingers I don't give you a Yawgmoth. Like, Yawgmoth would also be kinda sick. We could sacrifice our creatures to kill theirs. We do get, Ballista with 3 counters here, which is quite good. And if it dies, we have the Cauldron. So there was a sick draw. Kill the stuff immediately, because otherwise they can do wrist stuff. Gravedigger's Cage is very good against Yawgmoth. It stops the Undying and it stops the Chord. Or Eldritch Evolution if they still play that. Yeah, I hate the Evoke cards, they're so dumb. Especially Solitude and Fury. Because like, Solitude is the worst. Like, the fact that it's got flash and cost 0 totally changes how the format plays out, in my opinion. Like, we are Legacy all of a sudden. Okay. So that means we kill the Bowmaster and they don't get the Orc too. And we can, if we don't find land, we can go Cauldron, eat the Ballista, animate Nexus first. It would be tapped, but it still can ping. Okay, we find land too, that is amazing. Yeah, that is actually amazing. Wait, what if we go Cauldron, animate Nexus, eat the Ballista? The Nexus would have 4 power. Then we can kill the Grist. Yeah, that's sick. We can kill the Insect and the Grist. And then maybe we can eat the Grist later. We're one power short of actually winning the game here. Because if this can ping, it does infect damage. So we only basically need... Well, you need 5 counters on it. So we're 2 short. Yeah, the deck is called Scam for that exact reason. But it's actually... I mean, that's the one thing I take solace in. Scam is my favorite matchup, and it's the biggest deck in Modern right now. Like 21%. Last 7 days it's 19%. It's at least a good matchup for us, because it doesn't have white, so it doesn't get the exile cards. And it has no... Like, Solitude is the worst because it's instant speed. when Scam taps out and passes, you know you can just kill them. Solitude's annoying, but at this point of the game, we're in a way better position. I guess we just go for the Yawgmoth kill now. They have 2 Bois. Why are people so good at drawing Bois against me today? Like, is that really necessary? Everyone draws all of their Bois always. It's fail push? Wow. Can people stop having all the good cards against me always? At least they have no board. Wall of Roots. I guess we saw. Maybe we find Unutz's Saga or another Cauldron or something. Ravager, Nexus. I guess. Zabaz. All 3 are good options. I guess it's Ravager, Caster Walker. It is a 4/4. And opponents' combos are still shut down via the cage. Except, I guess, the Hapatra combo. But they need natural cards. The codes don't work. The Yogi Boy. You always have to use your Wall of Roots first on Magic Online, it's kinda dumb. The ability doesn't work as a mana ability on this program. Chord doesn't work, brother. Don't cast Chord into my Gravedigger's Cage. You can't do anything with it. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Except if it's bugged or something, yeah. I'm sorry, opponent, but you click a card and it just doesn't enter. So our opponents are making mistakes today and we are still losing the matches. Opponent said in the chat, what happened? Ah, gee. Damn it, dude. Game's hard, yo. The whiskey speaking, maybe, on the opponent's end. Okay. Now can we win a game on the draw? We haven't done it yet today. This is one of the hands ever. No hate, but pretty good Scales hand. Because it has Scales, and it can cast it. We could still get run over by a fast combo. Opponent said XD. Dude, I love Downfall 89. We are having fun here. Ravager. Okay. We have a plan. The problem is our plan gonna get shut down by our opponent's plan? Nurturing Bitblind. Wall of Roots. Patra. There's a lot of cards. I guess I play 2 2/2s and see what happens. Could also make 1/5/5, but I think 2/2/2s are better. If the Yawgmoth does, we're pretty much done for, I think. So that's not great. Because they can basically wipe our board. Well, Hapatra and Yawgmoth is one hell of a combo. They did keep 7, so like, what are the odds they don't have their card? Sadly no cage this time around. Yeah, I think this over. Maybe should have mulligan to hate, but I feel like the hand was pretty good. But opponent's combo is very good against our stuff. This is pretty much GG. Let's see how it plays out, but like with Hapatra they can kill our board, draw cards to their heart's desire. We do get 1/1 counter with Modular, because when it dies, the last known information is still that there was a counter. But it doesn't matter. They have 15 life, so they can easily kill this. I think we trash this league and start again. Like 0-3. Just drop, try again, right? Alright. Let's go. We tried, we failed, and we try again. See you round 1.